Peace, family. Y'all know who it is. It's Bakari Lumumba, back once again, the progenitor of lumumbaspeaks.com, a Black empowerment initiative where we believe you could gain a competitive advantage by always betting on Black. Before we start this video, make sure you hit the subscribe and like button. And don't forget to share with all your friends and well-wishers. Back once again, where we're going to be discussing the first principle of Kwanzaa. So let me begin by saying Happy Kwanzaa, or Habari Gani, and if you don't know, the proper response will be Umoja, which is the principle of the day. We're going to be talking about the first principle of Kwanzaa, Umoja, which is unity, which is just to strive for and maintain unity in the family, community, nation, and of course, our race. And the reason why Umoja, unity, is the most important principle, because it's the foundational principle, because without unity, all the other principles are not possible. So, when we talk about Umoja and unity, striving for and maintaining unity in the family, community, nation, and race, there are a number of issues that we could discuss when talking about striving for unity. The first and most important unity that we should strive for is family unity. As many of you know, the Black family is under attack by a number of different institutions since, of course, Lyndon Baines Johnson's implementation of the welfare reform in the 1960s. And so it's very important that we understand that to have a strong community, have strong institutions, you must first have a strong family unit, because that's the most important institution that we can ever have. That family unit is instructive and the foundational in terms of creating healthy, Black, functional human beings that could go in society and do great work for us as a people. Secondly, there's community unity that we should strive for, right? That means that we shouldn't be having these internecine type of conflicts with people from another hood, or we're fighting because you're on this block, I'm that block, or you're from Cleveland, I'm from Cincinnati, where we don't own actually anything. We have to understand that the community is representative, the community is made by the people who live there. Third, and I think most importantly, we have to focus on PanAfrican unity. We have to end our petty disputes regarding nationality and understand that under the system of racism and white supremacy, we're all one Negro, and that anti-Black racism is global in nature. Many African leaders, many brothers and sisters from the continent, the Caribbean, and of course the United States all understood this, and that's why they were able to raise to the levels of some of our greatest ancestors who fought in that great line of divine that began with resistance on the march to the Bear Cones in West Africa. But with that being said, I think it's very important that we also focus on how can we actually practically apply concepts of unity. So in my family, in my household, you know, my son and my daughter, they always stick together. If my son and my daughter, we're playing around and she punches me in the stomach, her brother would say, "Good job, Z," and she'd say, "Thank you, brother." And that's just a kind of funny but low level form of unity. But also we understand there's a unity in terms of, hey, we're going to stick up for each other when we leave the home. There's a form of unity in terms of we're going to work together on our schoolwork. Of course, there's a form of unity to make sure that when they become adults, they look out for each other when their mother and I are dead and gone and transition to the realm of the ancestors. At a community level, I think a form of unity that we could practice, which actually coincides with another principle that we would get to on day 3, which is Ujima, is collective, of course, collective work of responsibility. Is growing up, we had neighborhood block parties. That's a form of unity. To have an annual neighborhood block party. Every summer in August, we would have a neighborhood block party. It was a form of unity to where my rec center, when I played football growing up, we had a rec center league in football, and we played other rec centers. That's a form of community unity, we can say. And so I think there's ways that we could formulate unity. One of the things that we even did in my hometown in Dayton, Ohio, shout out to the Gym City 937, West Dayton Strong, was that we focused on having a Jumamosi Shule, which is also known as a Saturday school, where we made sure children from the community were able to come to a Black-owned center, and we focused not only on type of life skills and reading, writing, and arithmetic, but also making sure that they learned the true and proper Black history, because we understand the miseducation machine that Carter G. Woodson taught us about many years ago that is running rampant, of course, in the schools that most of our Black children populate. And so last but not least, of course, is Pan-African unity. And I do that by making sure I go out of my way, being proactive, not reactive, and making sure that when I meet brothers and sisters from different countries or different cities, I go out of my way to make an acquaintance and build a connection. And I've done that. I've been able to do that in a very healthy manner. And I've been able to create dialogues and connections and friendships with brothers and sisters who not only live on the continent, not only brothers and sisters from the Caribbean who live here in the United States, but brothers and sisters who live in other countries, right? So I've had connections and friendships with brothers and sisters who live in, of course, there are continental Africans that live in Europe, continental Africans that live in Australia, continental Africans that live in China. And so as a result, I've been able to build these connections, and it could work towards something in the future. And we have to understand that other racial ethnic groups, they do this as well. Doesn't matter if you are living in the Chinese mainland or if you're living in San Francisco, USA, they understand that we have to work together. And the same is for Jewish people, Arabs, Latinos, white folks, etc. And so we have to think in the same manner. So when we talk about celebrating and promoting the principle of unity, we want to make sure that we understand there's family unity, community unity, and most importantly, racial Pan-African unity. So that's all I have today. I want you all to have a great Kwanzaa and make sure that you do what you can in your own unique and special way to celebrate and practice the foundational principle of Kwanzaa, which is Umoja unity, which teaches us to strive for and maintain unity in the family, community, nation, and our race. Peace.